Hi everyone. Today I do not have anything in my hands except for this super secret magnifying glass. My magnifying glass is a symbol of top secret information. We are going to make a Mother's Day or Special Person's Day art project. So moms and special people in your little people's lives, this is the time that you have to get out and let just the little people watch this video because this is for them. And I'm going to give them special direction to complete a project for Mother's or Special Person's Day, which is coming up on May 10th. Boys and girls, that's 10 days. So we're trying to get ahead of the game a little bit and make a nice little project for Mother's Day. And it doesn't have to be for mom. It can be for someone special in your life. The purpose is it's going to be something that they can use. Make sure the special person in your life that you're going to make this for is not going to see it. We can't spoil the surprise, okay? You have to do it on your own. I will show you what we are going to make, okay? So I'm gonna give you a hint. It goes inside of a book and it's sticking out a little bit. Can you tell what it is? If you said bookmark, you were right. So look, I'm just using another one of our cardboard pieces of either a snack box, cracker box, cereal box. And it's so convenient because all you're doing is once you take your box apart, do you see this piece right here, this little flap that already has a guideline for you to cut on? That is what you're going to be using for your bookmark. And obviously this one is really long. So when you cut it off with your scissors, you can trim it down to whatever size that you want. Okay, I mean this could peel off. Oh yeah, see that peels off like that. Whatever you can peel off from the side of your box. And if you don't have this on your Friday art time, you might have to wait until something gets emptied. So here we go. Okay, so before you get started, you're going to want to decide what you can use for this project. The one thing you're definitely going to need is a piece of cardboard. Cardboard will be perfect for these because they're nice and stiff. The rest of the list for what you're going to put on it can be a long list or a short list of things. The idea is that nothing is to be bought. We're looking and searching for things around the house. I mean, I have little confetti things like this. This stuff is called washi tape. I don't know if you would have anything like this at home or not. It's tape with pictures on it. Some people have that fancy duct tape. I don't have that, but you could use that. If you have any kind of string at all anywhere in the house, this would be a really cool part to our bookmark. And if you don't have any string at all, don't worry about it. Yours will be a bookmark without string, and that is okay. You will have the option to paint on your bookmark if somebody's nearby that can get you set up with paint and water and a paintbrush, and be super duper careful. You can also use crayons and markers. You can even wrap your bookmark in newspaper and decorate on top of it if you want it to give it like a look of having paper wrapped around it. Anything that you put on your bookmark, remember a bookmark is to go inside of a book, so you want to make sure that it is something that will be flat. It can't be something that's sticking up really high off of your bookmark. You're going to need something to stick things to, like tape, a glue stick, and maybe the possibility of using packing tape to cover it up. These are all options. It doesn't mean you have to have all of these materials. Okay, so why don't you go around the house, gather a couple of things that you think you can use. It can be very, very, very simple, or you can get really into it. So that's up to you. So what you're gonna do after you're done watching the video is first gather your supplies. I wanna talk about a couple of ways that you can cover your bookmark. So one way I was thinking is to do with newspaper. Another way that you could put some full color on your bookmark is to paint it, okay? So I have these paints here. Any paints will work, even if it's not the best or exactly what you would have to have. Whatever you have will have to work. So I'm going to just take my paintbrush, make sure it's okay to do this before you get out if you're doing this in secret. And you're gonna watch me paint both sides of my bookmark. I do want you to keep in mind, if you are using paint, make sure you have a shirt on. That doesn't matter if it gets dirty. Definitely do it if you have somebody else to help you, okay? I don't recommend using paint all by yourself, okay? Because you may not know what paint will stain your clothes and things like that. And you definitely want to have something underneath what you are working on, okay? Don't get the paint on the table. Remember, you're making something to make mom happy. You don't want to ruin any of her things. A third way you could cover your bookmark is to just use plain old crayons. You can pick a color that you think will be a good background. And I'm gonna color this in all the way with red. The next step on the list is to press a hole through the top, which I did with that, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. And we're gonna add some fringe to the bottom of the bookmark, okay? If you do not have string of some kind to put on your bookmark, don't do the hole unless you think you can find string from somewhere. You have to check with someone and make sure that where you get your string from is okay. It could be yarn, it could be anything. For the hole at the top, you want to make sure that you put it down a bit. And the best thing I found to use is a pen. Of course, we could use a trusty old hole puncher, but I'm not assuming that anyone has hole punchers at home. You absolutely can if you have a hole puncher. So what I'm going to do is take my pen, and you can even use the pen to put a little mark for where you want to put your hole. And you want to make sure, like I said, it's down quite a bit so that we don't end up tearing through our bookmark.
Mom.
And I'm going to press.
Mom.
I'm going to poke. You want to be careful. It's going to bend the cardboard a little bit, and that's okay. But you do want to be careful of your little fingers there. And once you press hard enough, I just heard a pop where my pen went through. You're going to push and keep twisting. I'm keeping the pen on there. And eventually, I just heard crack, 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 because I can hear my cardboard tearing. And if you push and turn, if you need grown-ups muscles, just find somebody else, an older sibling, somebody that can help push that through for you. And there's your hole. And then at the bottom, we're going to do fringe.
Mom.
Fringe are little pieces of paper. Very nice, honey. That sometimes you see on clothing, maybe at the bottom of your jeans or something like that. That's what we call fringe. So we're gonna make fringe by cutting up to the same point with our scissors. And you just cut and take out, cut and take out, cut and take out. Okay, what I'll do is I'll show you how to put the string through the top. There are lots of ways that you could put this ribbon on that are kind of on the fancier side and making tassels and things like that. I'm going to show you a very basic, easy way so I can make sure that everybody is able to do it. We're going to take the end of our ribbon and put it through the hole like this. Then you want to make a crisscross like an X. And this piece, whatever piece is on the top, the end of that piece is going to jump back in through the hole like that. Woo! Through the hole, and then you're going to grab in with one end with this hand, the other end with this hand, and pull. And then you're going to do it one more time because I don't trust that that one will stay. So we always do double knot, crisscross, whatever one is on the top, that tail is going to jump back through the hole like that. And it will help mom or your special person find the page in their book. So this is where I will kind of let you go. This is how far I wanted to make sure you got by yourself or with someone helping you. I wanted to make sure you made it a color somehow. I wanted to make sure you pushed your pen through. I wanted to make sure you cut and make fringe at the bottom. What I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and finish decorating this, and it will hopefully give you some ideas for what you could do when you decorate your bookmark. Okay, for this one, I'm going to try some different variation. For my last bookmark, I'm going to make this one my most basic one, just to try to show you what you can do with minimal art supplies. Okay, so you just watched me make 3 different bookmarks, and I tried to do 3 variations. I did fringe on all of them because I know that's something that everybody can do. And I put holes through all of them. Remember, if you have 0 string at all, you don't have to use a hole. These 2 were a little bit more involved. I used some paint. I had some gems. So this is if you have extra stuff, if you know you have a little supply of things. This one is for if you only have cardboard and crayons and maybe some markers. Whatever you make for your mom or special person, they're going to love. No matter what you make, it came from you, and that's the most important part. What you can do once you're finished is wrap it up in, it doesn't have to be wrapping paper. Again, I say newspaper a lot because it's something I know we all get the current that gets thrown in the yard every Thursday, or whatever day of the week it is that you get it. And you can wrap it up. You can put it in a little gift bag if you have it. You can make a card for mom. You can add some little coupons for favors that you'll do, like empty the dishwasher, take the trash out, clean the bathroom, help fold the laundry, help put the laundry away. There's all kinds of ideas that you can add along with your bookmark as your gift. So good luck to you guys. I'm here if you need me. You can email me if you have a question about anything. And good luck. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. You don't have to worry about getting a picture of it right away if you're having trouble because you're trying to keep your project top secret. So just do your best with whatever you can, okay? Can't wait to see what you guys make.